Some of you are asking to get mogged. Welcome back, baby dolls. I'm going to show you this amazing achievement from this trader on Bybit. You're going to want to listen to this. Okay, so this trader, Aguila, rank number 1. You know, on the left here, it's a bit blurry. He's up $77 million trading. 77 million. This is probably one of the best in the world. Probably is the best in the world. But I want to show you something. Okay, I'm going to play some PUBG music. I want to show you something. Do you want to know what his return on investment is? 36%. 36%. That's like his 4-year record. I've got videos coming out later on. Over time, I will explain to you, friends, like good, consistent traders. Now, remember, there are people, they find an edge in a bull market, they trade, they can turn 1,000 into 30,000, whatever. But that's like 1 year period of time, which is good. But trading over the long term, if you can make 3% per month, you are in the top tier elite. 3% per month. That's about 30% per year. It compounds to about 40% for the year. 30 to 40%. Warren Buffett did 20%. Okay, that's Warren Buffett. Stanley Druckenmiller did 30% per year. So Peter Lynch as well in the mid-20s. So, and you know, there's like a few outlier cherry picks, you know, but they're not relevant for us, right? It's wild. Very wild. For most people, get cucked. Underperform the market. Underperform holding. So he made 36% per year. So you're probably saying, oh, well, but you want to try your luck. Try your luck, bro. I'll just tell you, literally, you're going to end up just concluding everything I've been telling you from the highest value content in crypto since day one, which is long-term investing wins. Because, one, you don't have to worry about the time dimension. You only got to worry about the price. So you just got to buy low, wait forever. When you're doing leverage trading, you have to worry about price and time. Because like if you're short, you need something to go down. Okay? It can't go up first, make you wait a week and then go down. You get it? Same thing if you're long. If you're long on leverage, something's going to go up in the future. You're looking for indicators and sharpening edges and stuff out here. That's going to help you. You see that? So eventually, if you're long-term investing, you remove the time dimension. It's not like working against you because you don't have these lending of money and borrowing and chaotic stuff hitting you, right? You also have the power of compound interest working for you when you're long-term holding because they're debasing money every year. It's seeping into the economy. The money unit supplies are going up over time. And yes, it works for you in the background. Even though you don't feel it week to week. If you felt it nicely day to day, week to week, even 3 months to 3 months, nobody would ever trade because you'd get enough of a dopamine hit by holding. All right. This trader, I've got to tell you as well. So he made 77 million. He's down 12.4 million this year. Look at that. He's down 12.4 million. Cucked. Starting in this trade. So just showing you, right, you have these big drawdowns and swings. I mean, like think about this, right? If you do 12.4 divided by 77. So yeah, he's lost 16%. But you think about this, right? What if he spends the rest of this year making it back? Now he's returned 0. Yeah, he's literally made 0% return. Think about if you have an altcoin that just goes up 3x. You get it? Okay, now your percentage will say plus 200%. His is going to say 0. You know? And then there are people right now, friends, they are, like as we speak, every day, friends, every day, you wake up, you yawn, you brush your teeth. Okay, that's another day that a trader has lost their edge. Out there, they just don't know it yet. Every day you're waking up, you're seeing that. Another trader has lost their edge. They're on their way out. They're sliding out. The money's getting tighter and tighter over time. So that's why I'm here to tell you that when you know all this, it gives you confidence to hold into the future, even though we go through these poopy times out here. But, you know, it's not all glamorous, is it? I mean, like XRP did a 0% gain in 12 years. That is the XRP BTC ratio. Same price since November 2013. It's the same freaking ratio, man. So, yeah, I'm not saying the game's easy. I'm not. I'm just telling you, friends, it's about odds and probabilities, right? If you have 1,000 people in a room, yes, 2 to 5% of them could be, I guess, good traders, okay. 2 to 5% could after some time. But also, if you have 1,000 people in a room, you can get 80 to 90% winning. They just do long-term holding. So think about, do you want to play the game where you have 2 to 5% odds or 80 to 90% odds? Which game do you want to play? Right? But it just depends how big your balls are and how much you can, and also ovaries, friends. You need your ovaries too. Depends how much you can stomach. We've stomached a lot, haven't we? And yeah, man, look, that's why I'm giving you these truths all the time, friends. This was what XRP looked like before it pumped. XRP went sideways for 7.5 years. You know, when I was posting that and showing that, like, now that you think about it, like, Hex is sideways and so is Chainlink for 4.5 years now. Yeah. Hex is back to where it was in 2020, pretty much, if you're looking at it. You know, so that's something to think about. So you have 21, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah. So we're heading on to the 5th year, actually. 5 years, actually. 5 years. And then what XRP did, this 6x pump. It's not even worth it that much, is it? No gains for 7.5 years. But like, this is a bit of a, you know, it's a special case. Why? Because XRP did a 650x in 1 year in 2017. You know, but yeah, and it hit gigantic market cap size, which is what everything else did. Shout out to my friend, Mr. Durkee Turkey. Yes, that is me. That's actually me. So yeah, I'm just telling you, man, you know, they missed the 2021 bull market. That's why XRP community deserve this pump, bro. They waited 7.5 years, even though we've waited long, but yeah, they deserve it. I wanted to show you this post as well. When Hex Glory. The biggest suckers basically have no other option than to convince every person they know to join the system, Hex system. Otherwise, they lose it all, and half of the penalty goes back to Richard Hart. So he's talking about this as Hex was collapsing. So this was the 5th May. This was May 20th, 2022. I think Hex was probably like, you know, between 7 and 10 cents, that was its collapse price back then, and looks like a bullish target. I know many people are going to sell at 7 to 10 on the way up. That's how bad it's been. Jordi Alexander, exactly. Notice how all these shillers who created the account on Twitter specifically to shill, their @names are not John Jacobs, it's Hexagon, Hexamati, Hexonaut, purely created for the purpose of trying to create the impression this Ponzi is legit. This is Sam McPherson, Hexonaut. Love me some Hex. Oops, but you get the idea. If you know, you know. So, see, Rich Hart Farmer is talking about pDAI, MakerDAO, Hexonaut. I think this gentleman, friends, clarify for me, I think he was one of the co-creators or some contributor to MakerDAO, and he has a username Hexonaut. So that's just interesting. Remember, the pDAI pulse ratio is still cranking along the way up. Been very tough to hold through pretty much everything. You see, friends, we all go down together. We all go up together. People come and they just point fingers at everything else out here, but there's nothing else really we can do. But I want to remind you of these times. Remember when this happened, man? OKEx delisted PulseChain, and then we literally just went up only. You know, they literally just delisted us, and then we just went up. That wasn't really up only. It's 520% rally. We just got back. But it's just like to show you that these things, they're not going away, okay? All these intergalactic signals which are appearing. You know, we're seeing a lot now. I mean, like I showed you, I got to show you this again. Just what I posted earlier in the day. The Altseason freaking signal of our lifetimes. Like, you just, someone following Udi, Altseason is dead. Why Bitcoin treasury stocks are the new altcoins. My gosh, like, just think about that, bro. We actually have massive articles saying Altseason's dead. It's never coming around. That's crazy, man. You're telling me Altseason's dead? Look at this amazing stuff we've made.
PulseChain. It's a decentralized masterpiece. No pause button, no freeze switch, no clown in a suit between me and my money.
But centralized stablecoins protect you, right?
Well, I hold DAI on PulseChain. I'd rather trust code than Kevin from compliance.
Heard about that government bill, the Genius Act?
Yeah, I also read 1984. DAI on PulseChain doesn't need permission to exist.
USDC or DAI on PulseChain?
Depends. Do you like asking permission to use your own money?
Man, did you see how he paused? Did you see that? That's good. Fans are too crazy. It's getting too realistic, man. He's like, damn it, man. By the way, these are amazing videos, sir.
Okay, so tell us, why are you holding DAI on PulseChain? Oh, that's easy. I like owning my money.
Circle says they work closely with regulators. Isn't that good for trust?
Circle's trust model. Freeze first, email later.
Man, this is so good, sir. Whoever made this, post the PulseChain DAI. I'm so glad I posted that. That is well done. Because the effects and everything, man, that's wild. That's crazy. Remember this moment in history. Roger Ver talking about Vitalik. Vitalik is both a genius and a class act. That's why I sold a portion of my Bitcoin for Ethereum in addition to lots of Bitcoin Cash. He did this in November 2017. This post. November 2017. Let's actually go back and see what the ETH BTC ratio price was exactly at in November 2017. Here you have it right here. This is, wow, it's right here. 0.045. Right, that's when he actually, I don't think he did that just then, but yeah, it's around here. So it's been a long time, man. See, Vans, it's been very, very tough because waiting for this business cycle to freaking hurry up and crank up, it's been so painful. But like Ethereum, man, they still got their job. Like you have to do something. But it's tough when statistically Bitcoin goes up with the global M2 liquidity. So that's what makes things different per se. I found this interesting, right? Look at this. Next Wave America. Interesting stuff, Grok. Who are the most lied about men in history? Grok, Jesus Christ, and Adolf Hitler. And I've written, Grok is about to get bitch slapped by its blue-pilled creator. So we've been noticing, all of us, Grok, AI, it's not noticing, it's obviously, it's very blue-pilled. It's like really blue-pilled. It's like very state-sponsored answers. There are none of these truths that make you skits out. It's nice. 99% of society is fine. Everything functions fine. It's just deeper truths. It contradicts itself. Like, just for example, friends. Remember, I got no dog in this fight. I don't care. All right, but it asked Grok. They asked Grok, hey, who bombed who first, based off the news sources? They go, oh, Israel bombed Iran first. Okay, then they go, okay, who's at fault here? They go, oh, I can't really talk about that, but it's Iran that's at fault because they're illegal. And like, when they go, wait a minute, but you just said Israel bombed them first. And they go, oh, it's a touchy subject. It's controversial. Anyway, it's Iran's fault. That's Grok. Just one example. Just reading that, I'm like, It's remember, friends, AI is a master manipulator. It knows which words to put. It's a language model. It's like, okay, how do I construct a sentence that makes people's minds ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, and then give you an answer? Basically, just learning how to manipulate people. But you know, for the rest of our lives, it does everything juicy. You know what I mean? This is wild. Did this guy know Iran was going to get hit by Israel? He shorted $320 million of shorts on Hyperliquid right before it. Right before it. You know, so we're seeing, that's what crypto friends, someone knows something. That's why when you see someone put big size, that's why everyone always thinks someone knows something. Someone knows something. Remember when Trump tweeted this? I gave Iran to make a chance for the deal. You know, we're always waiting. He made a recent post as well saying, Iran, we should come make a deal, make a deal. Let's go make a deal. But still, man, I can't help but think the future friends. Remember I reported on this? Amazon and Walmart launching their own stablecoins, man, from the Wall Soy Journal, reporting them. Remember, anal zon and wall fart. So, despite all these news events and everything, and missiles and everything exploding, future's going to be bright. Remember, AI, man, they always end in a bubble mania. Every life-changing technology, every single one. You name it, it had a bubble mania when it first came out. AI is it. We're going to have a bubble mania. Last month, we were Tarif experts. Now we've got WW3 Fud again. What's next month? Trump. Something could happen soon in the Middle East. So just reminding you, man, like, we're living through that. Nothing ever happens. Nothing ever happens. Something could happen soon, but there actually is something happening out here. Man, I love this picture here. A Chud Jack, but made in Trump as well. Yeah, man. I don't know, just how much longer? It's getting really, it's like really depressing just seeing all this pain and everything out here. But like, look at this Jeep phobia pain. Jeep phobia is a real nightmare. Imagine being this guy. That last $8,500 sell just 8 days ago would have been $1.3 million today. So this guy sold his $8,000 worth, right here, and then it would have been worth $1.3 million if he just didn't sell. But you're probably wondering, hey, why doesn't it happen in altcoins? I don't know, because most of it is just luck, but I want to show you, you see stuff like that all the time, right? That's just what happens out here. But, you know, for the rest of us, we're waiting for better times. Like, subscribe, catch you soon.